Something very weird is happening in the IWC. There's too many checkered accounts, these meaning verified accounts, that are pushing the narrative that we should be okay with the fact that Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton are in the main event. Basically, some accounts are comparing Roman Reigns' run to Cody Rhodes' run. I'm not a huge Roman Reigns fan, never been one to defend him, but you can't compare what Roman Reigns did with the bloodline and compare it to what Cody Rhodes is doing. Cody Rhodes hasn't created one single superstar ever since he got into the WWE. Instead, he's been made into one. Let's look back at it. The first match that Cody Rhodes had was against Seth Rollins. And I don't care who you are. You could be a mop, you could be a bucket, you could even be a koi. If you go into the ring with Seth Rollins, you're definitely going to be made to look good. And that's what Seth Rollins did for Cody Rhodes. Seth Rollins wasn't elevated because he had a feud with Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes was elevated because he had a feud with Seth Rollins. Secondly, he had a small... I think after Seth Rollins, he went to Roman Reigns. Now, the names that I just called, Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns, purists at the game. I might not even like Roman Reigns that much, but the man understands the business and he knows how it ticks. Back then when he was the tribal chief. Now it's just about himself, and he has developed the ego which seems to be bigger than the company. But that's neither here or there. Went into the hands of Roman Reigns, who built him up for 2 years straight. Roman Reigns built Cody Rhodes up. Roman Reigns feuding with Cody Rhodes didn't elevate Roman Reigns to a higher level. No. Cody Rhodes feuding with Roman Reigns made Cody Rhodes to a higher level. So Cody Rhodes has never created any stars. Roman Reigns gave you Jey Uso. Roman Reigns gave you Sami Zayn. Roman Reigns gave you Solo Sikoa. Although it's nepotism at its best, he still made them superstars. He still made it work. Every time that this man has been involved in a story, whether it be with Kevin Owens, Roman Reigns, Jacob Fatu, he's always been carried. You can't compare the two. It's apples to bananas. And the other thing that I keep seeing that popping up saying, oh no, he won the title cleanly from Drew McIntyre. Ladies and gentlemen, do we forget that this man signed a legally binding document stating that he would never get a rematch against Drew McIntyre if he couldn't win the Elimination Chamber and he couldn't win the Royal Rumble? Last time I checked, Cody Rhodes didn't win those two things. So why did he get this title shot? Basically, what pisses us off is the fact that a storyline has been contradicted so much with no explanation and no reason as to whatsoever as to why it's happening. Instead, now we're forced to accept the fact that, oh no, Randy and Cody Rhodes have always had a history, rivalry that has been brewing since Legacy. I don't care if they were fighting each other out of the womb. There is no story in this. There's absolutely no story. And everybody's talking about how they're expecting one person to turn heel. Yes, that would be exciting. But like I said, Randy Orton is in his soft boy era. Cody Rhodes is basically being pushed down our throats as the next babyface. And ladies and gentlemen, please, when you get onto the internet, understand that we're all going to have different opinions. The fact that I'm saying what I think doesn't mean what you're saying is wrong. Nor does you saying what you think in any way implies that I'm wrong. I'm just letting you know what I think of the situation. And at the end of the day, Cody Rhodes has done nothing to deserve this. Take any other superstar that would have taken the sort of losses that Cody Rhodes took. Elimination Chamber came up short. Royal Rumble came up short. And still has a main event at WrestleMania? Come on. And you guys want to give up this whole, yeah, we lived through the Hulk Hogan era, we lived through the Big Dog era. Those people actually carried storylines. They were not carried by the storylines. So yeah, when it comes to Cody Rhodes and him being the universal champion and all of us being forced, we always have an opinion. Opinions on the internet have shaped and have pivoted lots of storylines in the WWE. That's how we got the greatness of the Yes movement. That's the greatest example of what the power of the IWC is. And yes, whether you believe it's bots or not, nobody liked the fact that this guy became champion. No one. The whole issue of, yeah, people bought bots to then go and dislike the video of Cody Rhodes. No, it's not bots. It's literally an opinion of people letting you know that we don't F with this guy. But yeah, that's like the topic at hand at this point in time. Cody Rhodes is being shoved down our throats. For some reason, he's being compared to John Cena, Roman Reigns. I have no idea how, but here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are.